Welcome to Lost Culture, your one-stop destination for everything pop culture. My name is Aston, and today we're going to do a quick reaction and trailer review to the Rebel Season 3 trailer. We're going to jump right into it. We're going to give our opinions on it, and then welcome to Lost Culture, your one-stop destination for everything pop culture. My name is Aston, and today we're going to do a quick reaction and a review to the Rebel Season 3 trailer. I'm going to tell you what I like, what I didn't like, and a couple predictions that I might have for the Season 3 trailer. Well, Season 3 of Rebels. We're going to jump right into it.
Ahsoka! Battles leave scars. Some you can't see.
I will never let my friends get hurt again.
The holocron. I'm afraid it's changing up.
What if there are secrets we can learn from it that'll help us destroy the Sith?
Ezra, the secrets in that thing almost destroyed you.
I'm hero cadets of the Sky Strike Academy who wish to defect to the rebels.
This is Ty SS-25. You can call me Wedge.
Welcome to the rebellion.
Still can't believe we're here to break this guy out of prison.
My friends, I give to you Reclaim Station.
If we could steal a squadron's worth.
They would be key to building a strike fleet.
Let's go get them.
Everybody ready?
Yep, let's go. One last glorious day in the Grand Army of the Republic.
Flying stormtroopers?
Worse, Mandalorians who serve the Empire. You haven't forgotten our ways. That has earned my respect.
So what's in it for you two?
Riches untold, that sort of thing. So, we'll split the treasure. Split the treasure. Oh, that's a classic. Governor Price, these rebels have proven particularly stubborn. How do you intend to solve this problem?
I need someone who sees a bigger picture.
The Empire is getting better at anticipating our moves. I underestimated the commander. The previous attacks were clumsy, but this one was swift, precise. To defeat an enemy, you must know them. Not simply their battle tactics, but their history, philosophy, art.
Grand Admiral Thrawn.
Carabast.
Embrace your destiny.
Jedi and Sith, the light and the dark.
I'm the one in the middle, the Bendu.
Once a secret is known, it cannot be unknown.
Your anger gives you strength.
I will pull the rebels apart piece by piece.
I must become more powerful.
They'll be the architects of their own destruction. Ezra, turn away before it's too late!
The key to destroying the Sith.
So there we have it, the Rebel Season 3 trailer. And in my opinion, I like this a lot better than the clip they showed a couple days ago. I did a review for that yesterday also, if you want to go see my opinion on that and what I thought about that clip. But, so let's get to this one. Kanan. So we see Kanan is still fighting. We see Kanan is actually getting stronger with the Force, even though he's blind. I don't know if you guys seen, not seen, but played The Force Unleashed. He reminds me of Death Killers. Well, that's Death Killers. Star Killers. Like, not Apprentice. Star Killers. Master. I'm blanking his name right now. But when he lost the Force, he not lost the Force, but lost his sight. He turned into like a drunk, But once Starkiller got him back sober, he was amazing with the Force. He was actually pretty strong. So I'm gonna want to know if Kanan is actually going to take that route and become. Obviously, he's getting stronger in the Force. We've seen him still fighting. We've seen him. He caught the rocket, but he changed the direction of the rocket. We've seen him deflecting bolts still. So obviously, without his sight, he still became a stronger Jedi. And obviously, he's not going to be Ezra's master this season because we've seen Maul there. Maul is obviously interacting with the crew. We've seen the Dark Blade. If you don't know what the Dark Blade is, the Dark Blade was basically a lightsaber in a shortened form, more like a dagger. The Mandalorians had it, I think season 3 or season 4 of the Clone Wars. And last time we seen it, I believe Maul had it. So I wonder if Maul actually gave it to her. So we'll see if Maul is actually interacting with the entire Ghost crew. He's obviously interacting with Kanan, Ezra. We've seen them all in a circle. Ezra and Maul are trying to put the two holocrons together. I wonder what they're trying to do. And then we've seen a new character, basically in between. I forgot what they said his name was. I've never seen that, and I want to know more about that character, how he's going to interact with everybody. And I like how they're starting to tie in more of the lore of Legends, the original trilogy, the new trilogy, and the trilogy we're on now. Well, the prequels and then the trilogy we're on now. We see they brought Wedge in this season. They're saying he defected from the Empire over to the Rebels. We see they brought Hondo back to bring the Mandalorians back. The Dark Blade, obviously. We've seen Maul again. I wonder what other characters they're going to bring in because we know in Rogue One they have also a Clone Wars character going up to Rogue One, and we know Rogue One is supposed to end 15 minutes before A New Hope, so we're in the era with Rebels. I'm hoping they bring more characters. We've seen Thrawn in there, Grand Admiral Thrawn. If you don't know who he is, I suggest you to go back and read the Heir to the Force trilogy. It's a trilogy. It's no longer canon, so if you want to, you can just watch Rebels and get up all the information you want. But basically, Grand Admiral Thrawn, he looks at art like you're seeing in the trailer. He reads art to actually understand a culture or understand his enemy, and by reading their art, he understands their weaknesses, their strengths, and how to defeat them. So it's going to be great to see how he comes in, does what he does, and see the rebels react to him. We see he's actually focusing on Ezra. It doesn't seem like he's actually focusing on the rebels as an entirety. He's more focused on Ezra. We see a picture of Ezra in his room, and I want to see how Ezra comes up to this adversary. How Ezra comes up to it. And then a lot of people suggested that Maul might be training Ezra. I actually kind of see it now. When you see Ezra's fighting form, it actually reflects Maul's old fighting form. When you go back to watch the prequel, I know a lot of people don't like the prequels, but you watch episode 1, all the acrobats, even in the Clone War, you see Maul does a lot of the jumps, he does a lot of the flipping, you see Ezra doing in the trailer. And then in the Clone Wars, you start seeing more of his form. You see him start doing the strong strikes and then do like a force pusher and tie in force pushes. And we see Ezra doing that. So Ezra is starting to mimic Maul's fighting form pretty close to what we've seen in Clone Wars. So I also think even more now that Maul is going to be training him with the lightsaber. Obviously, Kanan's got better with a lightsaber. So he needs someone who's been training him with these lightsabers. Maul might not be the strongest in the Force, but as far as fighting, Maul is a pretty good adversary to have on your side. And then what else did we see? We've seen Rex again, of course. Also with Kanan, he has a new character design. We see his beard's getting long, his hair getting long. He's wearing the helmet to cover up his eyes. Well, his uniform looks a lot cleaner. And then Hondo there, he's giving him more information. Hondo's up to his old game as always. Money, riches, scheming. And My favorite parts about this trailer is that we got to see more information. We got to see the whole Ghost crew. They haven't told us if Ahsoka survived last season. I personally hope she did. She's not one of my favorite characters, but I do like her. And I like the fact last season it turned out she was a gray Jedi. We know she walked away from the Jedi in Clone Wars. But I hope she comes back this season, not as a Force ghost, but more as a mentor. I'm hoping she's still there. Cause I like to see how her and Maul will react together. I know she's a gray Jedi. Maul's not gray, not full dark side. He's just out for Maul, and I would like to see that because Maul has always been one of my favorite characters. In episode 1, I was a lot younger, obviously, but just the character design for Maul. Then in the Clone Wars, they actually developed Maul even more. You get to see him and his brother going around. So I actually like this. I also want to see what the holocrons hold. We see Ezra can open up the Sith holocron. He can open up the Jedi one. He's not dark side. He's not fully light. He's not a gray Jedi, but he has the ability, for some reason, to open all three up. I mean, to use all three. And like I suggested in the last clip when Saban said he isn't always there. Like we seen that when Kanan said he's changing, he's losing himself inside the Sith holocron, which I hope doesn't happen. A lot of people predicted Ezra going evil. I don't know if he's going evil by the series. I think he might end up dying at the end of the series, but I don't know if he'll go full-blown evil. So, what downs did I have? Didn't have too many downs. My only thing is, maybe I think they could have held off on Grand Admiral Thrawn. Maybe saved him for the summer movie they do, the little mini movie they do. That would have been a great time to actually introduce Thrawn. I know they're trying to get people to come by introducing him. I know they teased him coming when Pablo Hidalgo put the Instagram pic of the side of the book. But I personally think they should have saved Thrawn just for the movie and the mini movie anyway, which comes out before the season. That would have been a great place to have him come in. Nice highlight, give us something to water our palates right before for the wait. They normally do the wait until the season starts. So besides that, it was a great trailer. I like to see all the characters back. I like to see what Saban's going to do with the Dark Blade. And thank you for joining us. If you like what you hear, you want more, just subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment of what you want to like, what you want to see on the channel, what you want to hear. If you have any questions about Star Wars, you can ask them. I'm a very big Star Wars fan. I read a lot of the novels. I collect a lot of the things. So leave your comments. I'll make sure I'll get back to you. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram at lost_culture. And to follow me on Instagram at Saint_Aston. Look forward to seeing you next time.